Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eeny Miny. I'm like researching, like paraphysiology stuff at the university.
What is this paraphysiology?
It's psychology, not physiology.
Parapsychology.
There's no PH there.
Yeah, sorry, parapsychology, sorry.
Let's see, it's like I guess most people call it occult stuff?
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Ugh, for the love of all things good, Your Honor. Have some spine, for my sake.
After the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room. Like, really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a Saturday. My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person insert was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time.
This is so confusing with the whole channeling thing.
What rules is Von Karma here going with? Is it Maya Fey or not?
Yeah, like...
Because if we're going by the logic that she went to go see her sister, then it's not Maya.
Yeah.
It's her sister. Which means Maya didn't do shit.
Yeah, basically.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
Oh, well, this is,
Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Any?
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. Sir, are you satisfied, Your Honor?
So, Maya didn't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering.
The spirit she was channeling is who did it, which means it's not Maya's fault. Got it.
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
Which means Maya's innocent, Your Honor.
Yep. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies points to this as the truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for.
This is complete bullshit.
This is very much bullshit.
Pearl would have told us, first off. Pearl never mentioned this, and Pearl was in the Winding Way.
Oh, yeah.
So, Pearl herself would have mentioned, oh yeah, somebody came running in.
Oh, yeah.
This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Yes.
Of course it was, Phoenix.
Pearl said it didn't tell us anyone else showed up.
Yep.
Mia, what do you mean? Phoenix, stop being an idiot.
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish trouble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last.
Chandler saw it, she was sleeping in the side room. Was that because of your, sesame seed allergy, was it?
That's right. I, think there were sesame seeds, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
I see.
Am I the only one who missed the boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap? Did something happen while you were sleeping?
A little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly. Stop saying all the fucking time. Do you know the time?
Maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think?
I'll be honest. Unless there's a clock right in front of me, when I wake up, I have no idea what time it is.
Yeah, true.
And if I'm napping during the day, I have to look at my clock to know what time it is. I sure wouldn't be remembering the time unless there was a clock on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, my stomach is totally ready for, food.
No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when someone came in your room.
She completely misunderstood. Oh, so, that's what you meant. You should have been more, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's really...
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, what was I talking about again?
Save me. Never mind.
Witness about this person who entered the side room.
It was oh my god, totally my sis. Are you absolutely sure?
I guess?
You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered the room?
I don't know. I mean, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. Oh my...
Can we shoot her,
Oh
please?
my god!
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child.
Oh, okay, good to know.
But more than that, she managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright?
The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney?
And seen her so long, I was so happy in a sad way. You were happy in a sad way?
Yeah, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But maybe if I was someone who didn't know about the occult. But I know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was his sister. Yeah, what she said.
Should I drop this line of questioning?
No.
No, because I'm sorry. If a dead family member came up to me and said, "Hi," and I'm looking at them and I see blood on them, the first thing I'm not going to think is, "Oh my god, it's them." I'm going to be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I suppose it depends on the circumstances, but yeah.
If they're covered in blood, I'm going to be questioning why they're covered in blood, and if I'm next.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. Vampires.
Do they sparkle?
Good question.
I hope not. So, you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No? Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange.
But
Don't keep badgering her!
you know the phrase objection. Could you try using it once in a while?
Mr. Wright? This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister. Is it really that important?
Yes, actually.
Oh yeah.
It is very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. Oh, come on, Phoenix.
Oh, my god, Phoenix.
But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Hold on. I don't know. If I saw somebody with that, even if they were my sister, they're still covered in blood.
Yeah.
God damn it, Phoenix. You have a worse memory than us. And you're doing all this in like a day.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Manny, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all. And like a costume looked totally like normal.
No, it didn't.
So, there was nothing at all about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, nothing was like weird.
Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong.
That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on?
We'll press this just to finish it
Yeah.
off. Something terrible. What was this thing she told you?
Like, didn't I just like tell you about it? Did you like forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish self of a full brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words.
Well, excuse me, Princess. No, we don't need to hear it again.
Nope.
We already have heard it.
Yeah, we've already heard it. We know exactly.
I did just hear this story. It's not like my memory is that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear the story again.
Very well, you may continue your testimony, Miss Manny.
I know there has to be something here I can use, but where?
She really put a lot of effort into the slide, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember calm and collected.
Look, I already know where it is.
Yeah, we already know what it is. So my sister, I was like scared at all. Her costume looked totally like normal.
Uh-huh.
Either the picture,
Totally normal.
either the picture or the uniform.
No, I think it's the picture.
Yeah, okay, look,
Because this is specifically her sister.
that's true.
The uniform itself this is what Maya was wearing
Yeah.
at the time of the murder. This is her sister. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Innie.
What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix, right?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is.
Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix?
Look. You're dead.
Yeah,
But you can't see
that's
me.
true.
Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, and?
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I don't think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this.
The blood spray.
Miss Miney. Why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. I mean, yes.
Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney?
I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me! And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness...
That witness.
Her personality did a complete 180 there.
Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of hope he's going to be.
Oh, more stuff.
Part 2.
Like, the side room was kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in.
It doesn't matter how dark the side room is. She was in the light.
Yup.
It was midday.
And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber.
Okay, you did it.
But
very fascinating.
Pearl! Pearl was there.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright?
No.
Nope. Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
Good. That room was totally dark, you know? No, it wasn't. It was midday. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right.
Excuse me, but how's my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's?
You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this right, little man. Okay.
Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. Costume was purple, right? Blood's totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood.
Yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well.
That's,
Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either?
I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face. Continue.
Persuaded my sister wasn't right to do something like that? And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time?
Well, she was, totally flipped out, because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan.
Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you?
Yeah.
Your Honor, this is proof Maya did not commit the murder.
Yep, she was possessed.
And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. That is not possible.
That is indeed not possible.
Was your sister calm by that time?
I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner, the better.
Ugh, she says with her whip at the ready.
And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney?
Like, sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place? Like, what do you mean?
When you were going to the crime scene? Because when she was in the side room, there was no issue.
Yeah.
But when she was going to the crime scene, there was a little girl putting together a pot.
Oh yeah, that's like a pretty big loophole.
So...
We're going to the crime scene.
I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
Like, no, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what?
Press harder.
Think harder. I know you can remember something.
I, like, totally can't.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important?
Yes.
It's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Phoenix! Kill him. Somebody please kill him.
God damn it, Phoenix.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay.
Did see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber? Because I think this has technically been pressed?
But might as well press it just to be sure.
I guess. Try to remember that time.
Oh, like, I remember. Like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way.
I guess this really is a dead end. No, it's not.
Something you finally pull out of witness is never a dead end, Phoenix.
It's no good. Can't find anything wrong. Shut up, Phoenix. I know
Phoenix,
what's wrong.
the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in the statement, he'll end the trial.
He'll end the trial.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. He'll end the trial. I know.
We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. We know exactly what the thing is, though.
So she didn't see anyone there.
Yep.
Which means... But we know Pearl was there, the cute, adorable little girl.
Yep.
That is next to me as Mia right now.
Yep.
You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible.
Like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face, so what about this child?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
The garden?
Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that?
As the courts can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous!
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
That sort of footage.
There is no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. Because she was putting this together?
Yep. Yep.
This urn is my proof.
An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove?
Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why. Dude, Phoenix!
Oh!
You aren't supposed to say that!
She broke the urn?
Purely accidental, Your Honor. She also is an 8-year-old who can't spell Amy.
Yo!
Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
Because I hate beautiful days. This urn was broken around the time the channeling started.
Ah!
And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
Ah!
Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind.
Ah!
I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar.
Ah!
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say!
I gotta say, that is quite a stretchy beret.
Yeah, that is a very stretchy parade.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you were really at the time of the murder, of course.
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Your lies end here.
What do you...
The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where's this contradiction?
Her testimony?
Helping me.
Decided she had to go through the winding way to get to the channeling chamber.
Yeah.
So she would have known Pearl was there.
Yeah.
Because she broke the thing around the time it started.
Yep.
And unless she's a really deep sleeper, she'd have heard it break.
Oh yeah.
Because that's not that much of a distance.
Oh yeah, it's not.
Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement.
And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
Wait, that's the statement we're going with? That's not the logic I was going with, but whatever. It's true, at the time, both myself and Miss Hott were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So? Like, what does that like have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact?
How?
I can see that Miss Fey was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way.
Ah! That is a very stretchy beret, I will agree.
But look at the mana guide map! If one were to go to the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix.
Yeah.
The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Innie Miney. So now is the chance to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness at when the murder took place?
In the channeling chamber.
Miss Miney was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime.
Order, order, order! That's... Why, that is... Ugh!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Innie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Behind the folding screen.
Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen? Ah!
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony.
There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
See, you stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin on me, slimeball!
Now, Miss Miney. Once so young as you shouldn't be saying...
Shut it, Gramps! As if you know exactly how old I am.
Man, she's ripping holes in that thing.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along.
Oh, she's completely changed.
The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this!
The box, obviously.
Miss Miney, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
Ah! That's a tiny little box! No person could fit in that!
Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
But that clothing box was in the side room, right?
No.
Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Yeah? It has a bullet hole in it, Your Honor. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
The folding screen.
No, it's the box.
Yeah, but
we're proving the box was there. The box has a bullet hole about 8 inches off the
That's
ground.
true.
Take a look at this clothing box. Again.
You're so stupid! As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This, what on earth? Ugh!
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray.
Ah!
Order, order. So what do you say?
Send Mr. Phoenix Wright. What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Innie Miney?
That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Innie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness! If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moves the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, kills the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that by herself.
Yeah, you're right. It isn't.
Indeed.
It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow!
Then I need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Wait! Mr. Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
What? You can't be serious.
He's pissed. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice.
And we know exactly who the accomplice is. It's Morgan.
Your accomplice is Maya Fey.
No, it's Morgan.
No, it's Gumshoe. My dog dares me.
This person!
If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use.
Morgan Fey!
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Yeah, that was so high I didn't hear shit. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. How?
Okay. Could be a
I'm curious on the how on there.
syringe, perhaps?
Maybe. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime.
But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... well...
After that, you and the other lady fought to break into the room?
yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. And apparently took a couple pictures. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind the murder.
Huh.
Who is that laughing at a time like this?
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving?
What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma? Surely...
Of course it was me.
Nope, you heard her, Judge. She's the murderer. Arrest her.
Do you really think someone of Von Karma's blood would lose to something this petty?
Yes. What in the world? But yes, I do.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one crucial area.
And that is...
Is this witness is the real murderer? Why would she go through all this trouble?
Are we asking for a motive again?
Yep.
The stupidest shit. Huh? Seriously.
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such a foolish thing?
Well, that's, we know why, Phoenix.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Inimini want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive?
Why do they always go to motive?
Yeah.
I seriously can defend my clients with just that one line. Like, Edgeworth's whole thing
Yep.
in that last case with him. All I could have asked is, what's his motive? Prove his motive. Why would he want to kill this guy?
Yeah, it's literally as easy as that.
Nope, you can't prove it? Guess he's not guilty.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive! I don't have a motive!
Motive. That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reasoning for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Really sure it's this thing.
Yep. Obviously. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Is this then just a mere coincidence? Yeah.
Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix, right?
Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name.
You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death?
Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
Don't be stupid. No one has proved that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I want to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm going to explain. So please listen, okay?
You have issues, girl.
Yep. It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was Dr. Gray. It was a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see,
Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. Sit in.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Felix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive piece of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tusk. Summary faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
yes. What happened? Thought I had her for sure.
See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie.
I don't like pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney.
Who just yelled that?
Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute.
Alright.
Surely you recognize her, Your Honor.
He's already senile. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
Mia.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, regardless, that girl's famed for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then... why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this? Yes. Because I have no choice.
Yeah.
Time for more bluffing. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press no matter what.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side! Hey! Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec.
Oh.
And I guess we'll continue next episode.